All right, I'm back for War 2 of season. I think this is 55. And this is against SSX. So, not an ideal matchup. We did lose the first war. They only dropped to one death, and they had a better fight time than us. So, really, the only way we could have won is to have no deaths. Um, but it's all right. And then in this war, we got Path 2, Section 1, and then Path 5 and Section 2. I don't know why I'm looking at the nodes for so long. Um, there's really not much to this node because Spider-Man 2099 doesn't gain buffs. And you don't have to worry about the stun duration because I'm just not going to stun him. So, it's just a simple fight. Every time you make contact with the opponent, you get the pause on the debuffs. I don't know exactly what it's called, but basically you pause the debuffs because it pauses when you're immune to buffs, and every time you make contact with the opponent, it tries to put a placebo buff on you. So my buffs just don't go away, and it's simple enough. I plan this for because I plan on Sundays. And honestly, I forgot to give myself fights. Like, I assigned, I make the assignments for mini bosses first, and I gave myself 2 mini bosses. But when I was doing the plans, or like the paths, I just kind of forgot to give myself fights. So I had to change it at the last minute. And so I assigned myself this because I knew I could do it, and I like using Kate, so it was simple enough. I'm not using a Power Star 1 here because I didn't know if it was going to last for the next fights or the next 2 fights. And I wasn't going to use 2 Power Star 1s for this. So, I mean, it's Killmonger. Like, if I'm dying to Killmonger, I don't even deserve to be in this alliance. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, there's not much to this fight. It's just a little bit of reverb. And I just try to manage that the best that I can, and just don't get hit by a special, and you're good. And then he's just about dead. I just punished that to pause the cold snaps, and he's dead. And then up next, we got this Nova on Path 5, which is a bit of an annoying fight, because you're not, depending on who you use, like, it can be really annoying to intercept him, but Kate Bishop is Kate Bishop, so simple enough. Hopefully I don't run out of Power Star 1s this season. That would not be fun, but yeah. And then I always start off with a light attack and then dash back, but he didn't dash at me. And now the fight is like, it'll be over soon enough. I parried that one. I guess I just didn't want to get hit, but I mean, I really don't know why I parried, because I could have easily dexed that. And I had to heal because of that. And then I throw this one. I see he's unblockable, so I know I have to dex, which I normally do anyway. And now he's dead. And that was, I think, 40 seconds exactly. I clicked on it fast. I think that was a rank 3 Nova. So, and then here, I don't really need to heal, but I'm going to heal anyway. And this is literally a simple fight. Like, I took this fight, I mean, every single war for a season straight with Jessica Jones. Like, I've taken this fight so many times. It's really a simple fight. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, there's no excuse to be dying to this fight. Maybe like if you don't use Kate and you just don't have experience, or just terrible AI, like something goes terribly wrong. But I mean, outside of that, like, you shouldn't be dying to this fight. So as you can see, he really doesn't even have much of a chance to get his power gain before he just dies. So there's that. The past fights were pretty clean, and then this next fight I do mess up a little bit. I don't think I took this fight last war. I don't think so. But I took this fight the same node in off season a good amount. So like I in the off season I tried to assign myself like some of the more difficult fights, even though I may not take them during the season. So I knew I could do this fight easily, but I do mess it up a little bit. And thankfully I didn't get stun locked, but it's going fine for now. I'm not really sure where I mess up at. There, I took a little bit of power sting because I didn't end my combo before he got to a bar power, but that's okay. That's not like the big mistake. See right there, like I don't know. Like, I guess I just didn't dash back. I don't know what happened, but and then here, I'm not exactly sure why his charges did not go down when I intercepted him, but it really doesn't matter. He's just gonna die anyway. I was like slightly nervous after I got hit. I was like slightly nervous, but like I said, I've taken this fight so many times. I shouldn't be dying to it. So that was simple enough. And then Pokecraft was watching me because he was ready to put the pre-fight on later, so that's why he was watching me. And then this fight, I was more worried about this fight compared to other fights. Obviously, I know how to fight Onslaught, and I know how to dex his specials, Special 1 and Special 2, but I've never tried this before. And also, originally I did not assign this to myself. I assigned it to Grass with Luke, but he had to he had to take North Star on node 42, so he couldn't take this fight anymore. So I was like, okay, I'll just do it myself. I mean, I knew what the game plan was, but I just didn't know if I was gonna mess it up. So basically, just try to keep your debuffs up. You don't really have to hit him, and I do know how to punish his Special 1, but I just felt like it wasn't necessary, so I'm just slow playing it, really. And like I said, just try to keep my Wither up, because if I lose my Wither, that's really annoying, because then I have to go to a Special 2. So just keep the Wither up and just let him tick down. Those Rupture bursts from him getting to a bar power, they do a good amount of damage. And yeah, just try not to get hit by a Special 1, and this fight is simple enough. That was also another concern I had about the fight, is like his animations. Like, it makes it hard to dex, like, because like you're moving at, like, it's easy to like move out the way but not trigger dex on his animations. But he's almost dead now. And yeah, I just let him tick down, and that was simple enough. And then, like I was saying, up next we got this Node 46 Mangog, which I didn't need. I don't like. I've taken this fight in off season easily without pre-fights. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna assign pre-fights for it in the future, because I feel like it made me like hit him more, and like I played differently to try to keep up the debuffs. But and like I said, I've taken this in off season multiple times and taken no damage pretty much. Like, it's an easy fight. But I would probably assign Quicksilver to this fight, but I needed Quicksilver for Prowler because I didn't want to assign Serpent, because Quicksilver is better for that. So I had to take this myself, which I don't have a problem with, but I do mess it up a little bit. I don't know how, but I wouldn't do this without Anti-Venom unless I'm going to use a Power Star 1. Even then, I don't know. But because you want to have the power reversal off the start. And like, the fight goes fine outside of one thing. Like, I tried to go for an intercept, and honestly, I don't know how it wasn't an intercept. Like, I genuinely don't know. But I tried to go for an intercept, and it looked like I hit him. Like, right there, like, I don't know. I don't know how it happened. But it's okay. I guess I just can't go for intercepts anymore. And now I got two withers up, and the fight is pretty much over. Also, I meant to say this last video, but I did go back to 30 FPS because like the intercept thing was happening on 60 FPS, and I thought it was like an FPS thing. I guess it's not.